a little nicer inside, but less space. This is the
Very
inside
cozy.
of the 2-1. So this is the front porch over there. It is a little electric heater, which was nice. Little pendant light.
fireplace, yeah.
It's cute.
Cute looking, yeah.
Yeah. This is looking out. This is from this view. This is turned back in. This is the kitchen. So you got oven, the whole 9 yards. And then you can see the stairs go up to the loft, which is the bedroom. There is a washer dryer. Wait, right? No, that's a coffee station. I think washer dryer is behind. Just a different view. Oh, no, yeah.
Yeah, that's a different view from the kitchen, from the stairs.
So that's upstairs.
Upstairs,
yeah, it's upstairs, little loft area. Just different views of it. That's a closet, not a bathroom.
Yeah.
So there is some sleeping space that you could create here for kids.
Yep.
You could potentially, again,
The
bigger
bottom one's
upstairs.
generating, what was 60?
64 or 67, I can't remember.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But this bathroom downstairs, bedroom upstairs. No bathroom upstairs, just one bathroom in both. That's that one.
Well, it's ready to go, yeah.
Wait, what is that? Where was that at?
That's a different bed.
Where was that?
Secret bedroom.
We didn't see that.
I'm looking at a condo on.
Oh, this is the
Hilton Head.
second.
There's another bedroom in there.
This has got to be the second unit, but what?
No, there was
That bed is that bed right there. That's got to be a. Oh, this is like from the roof. This is upstairs. This is weird. This is definitely upstairs,
Yeah.
but I don't know where.
That was, the top of it was one more.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot!
Yeah.
This is that's right.
That's the
there
best
was a
one.
little stair, a ladder
Yeah,
that led to this
yeah.
for kids.
Yeah, really, really cute.
Like
so
a
this is
little
technically
loft.
third
Yeah.
loft. This is the second level.
Yeah.
Yeah, loft. This is because this is the loft. That's
yeah,
right.
I was right there.
Yes,
Loft,
there it is.
loft.
Loft. Kids
Wow.
loft. It was cute. Like, and there was a
Very
little
cute.
full size mattress that went up there. Then you go up to the second one.
Interesting.
Oh, this is still the first. Actually, this is still hot tub
Yes,
for the
the
first.
first,
The
yeah.
back. This is tight in here, but again, and this is the sitting area with fire pit off to the side. You can see up above. That is actually fire pit is behind this.
Can we pull that over there?
Yeah, you can throw it up there. Here, I'll click on
Yeah,
it.
so we can.
Perfect. How did you do that?
I'll just drag and drop
From where?
my computer.
Yeah, where did? Oh, you had it up.
Yeah, I'm connected.
Oh, okay. I thought you pulled it from my computer. That's what I was thinking.
yeah. I'm actually Iron Man.
Yeah, right.
There.
So keep going down.
Yeah.
That is video going up.
Oh, okay, because this is to the next part of it.
Yes. So that top photo is the stair going up. This
Wait,
is it
this
at-
is a separate unit.
Yes,
Like
that's
a
a
building, completely separate.
correct.
Wow.
Correct.
Okay.
So you go up the stairs. That's the second unit. It's very cute. It's only like 400 square feet, but it actually does have its own little porch like that.
Wow.
That's downstairs. It's a little kitchenette right as you kind of walk in. You see the door open on that left picture.
Yeah.
Little kitchenette. There is a grill outside. It's got its own refrigerator, microwave, little tiny sink. But again, it's a little bungalow. People come in, they go hike for the day, they come back, they have some wine, or they're out to eat, whatever. They grill. But there's a little shower on the bottom floor again, and the bedroom's actually up top.
Wow.
So that's the little kitchenette looking out.
That's super cool.
Yeah,
Very cute, very
and that's
very cozy.
That's upstairs. So it actually has a little couch over there next door,
Yeah.
and a bed. It's cozy.
This is Gatlinburg. You just get rid of the couch, put four beds.
That's
you know. This sleep 16.
Yeah, right. But no, I think
That's cool.
you could sleep 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Because that's downstairs. Oh no, that's upstairs. That's the
couch by the bed,
That's the
yeah.
couch by the
I
bed.
think there's some room.
There's like a whole room and a whole little side room. That's nice. The couch is a bit of a weird choice.
Yeah,
But it's still pretty cool. Like that you have a little space.
and that's for the top unit too. It has its own. The cool part is the guy that lives just past it.
Oh,
His
yeah.
full-time resident lives there, and he kind of checks on it, and they're on like
Maintain
this.
the jacuzzi.
Helps to maintain the jacuzzi and lets him know if there's any problems.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
You have good neighbors.
So he's kind of his own little handyman. But yeah, that's it in snow, man. It's beautiful.
Okay. So first, Let's take the
Plug it into your thing and see what it says on awning, because we know what it made in 2024.
Okay, so I'm gonna take
64.
first off. I already put in Black Forest, and that was 46. 46, 1, 2, 3, and then it's gonna be this. So I always take, when I'm underwriting Airbnbs, I basically just take whatever the gross estimate is and multiply that by 7, and divide by 12, and you get your monthly income. Just make that a dollar sign and be.
Wait, multiply it by 0.7.
Yeah, 70% of gross is kind of what you're gonna get.
Oh, gotcha.
So, this loses $3,000, but I actually make $47,000.
Wait, what? For Black Forest?
That puzzle.
Black Forest.
You make 47
Yeah,
on the purchase.
a year. No, okay, so say, if somebody's open to seller financing,
Yeah.
I get paid at closing $130,000 after fees.
Oh, because of.
So I lend money at 20% every 4 months, and so your calculation is you lose. This realistically, you actually only lose $1,500 a month because some of these you don't actually have to pay at the end of the year. This is actually wrong because the taxes here, this is based on a 70%. Ooh, we have to adjust a couple fields here. Number one, this is based on South Carolina, which is a 70% LTV, and also the taxes in South Carolina are
Less?
wicked expensive.
Oh, yours are.
So I own 2 houses next to each other. I live in one and I Airbnb the other. Basically the same house, and they're assessed at the same value. But my house I pay, and I bought them years ago before COVID prices, so I pay $1,000 a year, pay $4,000 a year. So anything you buy is 4 times greater if you don't live in it in South Carolina.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so my calculation here, this number and all that stuff that I calculated out, this is incorrect. So technically it's probably a lot less than this. It probably only loses a little
Not
bit.
per month. Taxes. Yeah, it was like
Very
$1,500 a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. So like if you take that and you say 1,500, it makes a lot more sense. You know, well, sort of. No wait, that's per month. Oops.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
That's $100, $100 whatever, somewhere a lot lower like that. So it gets a lot less. How are they making money at 20%? If I take this money and make 20% every 4 months, and then you minus out the rental profit, your profit is $54,000. But you have depreciation a year, but actually it compounds because this is year 1. The second year you have that net that you can put in with the additional and lend it at 20%. Is a bigger compounding effect. So then you depreciate because it's 27.5. This divided by 27.5 is how much you write off of that. So you only have a taxable income of this per year, and then you take the taxes out and you net that. Like that's how much you actually keep after paying taxes and all that stuff. Based on tax brackets and whatnot, depending on what your tax structure is. And then you just take that and you compound it the next year. It gets a little bit bigger. So that's why I like to get paid at closing. It makes a lot of money. A lot of money.
As long as everything goes according to plan.
Yeah, as long as you can hold things and everything goes on plan and you know how to
With your lending too, yeah. I mean, with your lending, yeah.
you have to be lending well. So that's why I'm flying to Portland to build a lending company with the bank.
Wish he would have met with me when I was there.
I know. Well, he's been a little less responsive because he's been very busy.
It's all good, man.
Eventually what I'm going to do, once this is a web app, all it's going to do is it's going to remember, it's going to store it in your cookies, and when you type in the address, purchase price, and the thing, it's going to have it listed at the bottom. You can always click back on a property and resend it to an agent or something.
So you want to update this for 560 or 26 Yodeler's Hollow Road.
Let's do it. 560. All right, 560 is our amount. This is base. I don't need the teaching sheet anymore. So 560, 1, 2, 3, and just so that we can see what they said is true.
Yeah, I'm curious.
This is a 3-2, but it's not. It's 3 in the main house.
2.
2.
2-1 and a 1-1.
A 2-1 and a 1-1, and they don't have this, but they have a hot tub. So we're gonna run it as a 2-1 first.
Wow.
Look at that. It's proximity. Look how close. Is it really right there?
It is really right there.
Right there.
That is incredible, and we have to buy this right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so 56. And then we'll also put this one in here as a 1. So 56 plus 25.
So it's pumped up a little. That's it, because it's not 56 and 25. We know from 2024 it was 64.
Okay, then we'll just take 64. So
Yeah,
we have
I
no
would
numbers.
go with that.
So perfect. Okay. So my calculations are that it's still, oh well, the taxes, hold on. We're just gonna put 125
Yeah.
because it should be a lot less. And then PI, this is based on the current rate of,
That's still a lot too for insurance.
I think this is based on,
$4,000.
this would be, that'd be $2,000, right? We'll put $100 in there. Oops. 100. Well, I'm basing it off of, this is based off of a couple properties I have here and like some calculation I did off of some of my Airbnbs. Again, it's, it's Airbnbs in South Carolina, really
Hold on,
expensive.
she's gone. Hi Erica, how are you?
I'm good. Got some information for you.
Cool. We're sitting here talking about Yodeler's Hollow, underwriting it as we speak.
Perfect. Well, that's another thing.
Okay.
I'm laughing. That's another thing. I'm laughing. So I had told you earlier this year my sister got sick, so there was a few things I, kind of got a little lazy on with my listing.
I'm sorry.
I did not verify from the husband that the houses were paid off because the wife told me there's a note on them
For which one? For
Yodeler's Holler.
Okay. Do you know what the note is? Is it seller finance note? Is it a?
It's a bank note, and they pay about $2,100 a month on them.
Okay. Gotcha.
So I just wanted to tell you that because I'm like, that was my oopsie. That
No.
verified what the husband said.
That's okay. That's okay. That's the only debt on the property though.
Yes, that's
Okay.
the only debt on the property.
Okay.
And that can always be, worked around because he's an investor himself.
Yep.
Second, when I was speaking with Kevin Beauchene, the other Bryson City cabin builders, about
Yeah.
those tiny homes, I found out that they're actually much cheaper than they used to be. My pricing was like COVID pricing.
Oh,
They
great.
say some of them you can get as cheap as $60,000, but the ones you saw, he said they're a little bit more expensive. They're between 110 and 120.
Wow. That's still not bad. That's a little cheaper than even what you said your price was. So.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that was COVID pricing.
Yeah, but okay.
And they'll definitely work out a deal with you for buying, a few at once.
Okay.
And then I told him, because, possible wedding venue. Then he told me, hey, my campground, Hidden Creek Cabins.
Hidden Creek
purchased it-
Cabins.
He purchased in 1999, 50 acres. He's considering selling it. It's like 14 cabins. There's a creek. There's an old farmhouse. It's a wedding venue that he just started. He's just recently started advertising on the knot.com. And if you
Yeah,
go to
I know.
BrysonCityWeddings.com,
BrysonCityWeddings.com.
it'll show you everything. So you'll see the 10-man cabin on there and the house, Sunset Pool Home. Those are not included into that sale.
Wait a minute. You said the Tin Man. Does he own the Tin Man as well as this venue?
Mm-hmm.
You,
It's his daughter's cabin.
you and he just became my new favorite people.
So it's
You already
10
were,
minutes
but
his
he is
daughter's.
too. Okay, 10 minutes is daughters. Gotcha. Those are all of the those are all the family we saw in there.
Yes.
So
Exactly.
these are all cabins that are because we're literally going through it on a big screen right now. Wow, there's quite a few cabins on here, and he wants to start selling all these off.
He wants to sell it as a whole. It's about 50 acres.
That's
He has
timber.
a wedding venue. I'm sure if you purchase this at Tin Man, they can work out a deal. He's very open to creative financing.
Awesome.
He's a developer himself. He's got 26 years of equity in it, and he wants to retire.
Yeah.
He's tired.
Yep, he's tired. We want to get him his equity, and we want to get it to him over time as a seller finance note. And
Yes.
this. Oh my gosh.
Around $3 million. He's got about $3 million into it, so that's the number that he gave me.
Okay. Well, obviously, yeah. I mean, that's a good starting point, and we would love to speak with him. We'd love to. So, just to confirm, the connection with him is he also the tiny home?
Yes.
What's his name?
Kevin Beauchesne.
How do you spell his last name? Bo.
Beau, and like Chesney, Chesne.
Beauchesne. Interesting. It looks kind of like what's the comedian's name? Man, what's oh gosh, Jeff Foxworthy. It kind of looks like Jeff Foxworthy.
Oh yeah, he does.
Oh, you know, I said the same thing when I first met him years ago.
I like him. I like him already, and yes, we yeah. So it's all cabins. It's not. I thought you said RV at first, and I got excited,
Well,
but
there's that too. There's like a 1965 RV that's been restored. There's like a caboose
okay.
camper kind of thing. It's really cool. It's right by the wedding venue. There's like a 1920s farmhouse that's on there. And then there's some cabins. And he says he's only developed about 10 of the 50 or so acres. So there's plenty of room for more development. But the creek runs right through the middle of the property. He's got like a covered bridge.
Oh my God.
I know.
It sounds really dreamy and peaceful.
It sounds unbelievable. It sounds too good to be true, and I feel like you're gonna tell me you're pulling my leg here in just a minute. But I'm still. We're all kind of sitting here just smiling at each other, like, is she for real? And we're sitting here telling Chad how we struck gold, and I think we just struck like the
vein.
Yeah, everything. So this is incredible.
It's not my listing, but I have privy to this because I worked for that company for 8 years, and I left on a very good terms. I just need to expand a little bit more in their Bryson City realty group, and I'm working on getting my license in Florida.
Oh, fantastic! Because you're going to be who we work with in Florida as well. Because clearly, yeah.
That would be great.
And I have family members that are agents. I just want to tell you that, like, and they suck. Like they suck. So.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. All the things. We need to talk to him about all the things because this is right up our alley as well. I think this 100%. We would love to be, if he's really considering selling, obviously if he's not in any rush or he's just starting to consider it, we'd love to come back up and see it and kind of tour, meet him, go over some of these things with the tiny home because clearly, if we're looking at this, that we toured some tiny homes in Franklin. I think I told you today. It was nice. It was around $100,000 that shipped, installed, connected, everything with furniture, furnishings, everything. So, but obviously would love. It wasn't as nice as the ones we saw sitting over there, and would love to, take a look at it.
Perfect. And he's not in a rush.
Okay.
He was considering selling last year, but he said something told me just to wait. So he was talking with me a lot about it, and I'm going to give you his phone number. I'll text it to you so it's easier. Unless you want to just go ahead and write it down.
I can do. Yeah, you can text it to me just in case, because I will lose it if I try and write it down.
Okay.
But yeah, I would love to set up a call. I want you obviously involved as well. Being, I appreciate that. And again, we're all kind of laughing because most agents that we deal with are like, nope, I have to be on the call. You're dealing with so anyway, we.
You don't have to have me there. After talking with you, and that's my ex-boss, I know that he's not going to do anything to hurt me. So.
And neither would we. I hope you. Again, I've known you for all of 48 hours. I hope you know we mean well as well. We want you taken care of because you're taking care of us. So that will always remain
Absolutely.
true.
Y'all wouldn't have bought me dinner and a half a beer if not.
Next time it's a full beer, but we'll get your husband to drive you home, and I want to meet him too. If he's going to be our landscaper for all these wedding venues, we're going to need to meet.
Absolutely, yes. I told him about it today, and I was like, I was on Husky Road, and I told him you'd be a great landscaper. He goes, how much work are you giving me? I'm like, I'm going to have to hire more people. I was like,
It's a great problem to have.
go to the restaurants down here and see me.
Hey, my son is 7. He'll be 8 in November, and he's not afraid of some hard labor. He can demo a house with the best of them. And any summer you want, I will ship him up to him, and your husband can put him to work. And he will be free labor.
Small eater for our oldest son who refuses to help.
I love it. I heard him. That's great. That's great. Well, yeah, I would love to talk with him. How did you leave it with him?
I said, that sounds great. I'm quite sure they're going to be interested. I'm getting on the phone with him here in a few minutes, and I told him I texted your number to him, and I said he will be calling you about the tiny homes, and I'm pretty sure he'll want to talk about the wedding venue and the 50 acres.
You know me so well already.
So he knows, he's expecting your call. He's on, he can talk right now. Right now would be a good time to call him because he is sitting still doing continuing education to sell his manufactured homes because you have to have, CE for that and licensing and everything.
Yeah.
So since he's a developer, right now is the best time to talk to him.
Sounds great. I will be calling him as soon as we hang up.
All right.
Thank you again. Yeah, sounds great. I will keep you in the loop.
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Wow.
Well,
Okay.
what do you think? I mean, come on.
I mean,
What research were you doing while I was doing this? I know you were up to something.
I was just like looking him up and all that stuff.
I want to know where that 50 acres is. So
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't see that. Contact us.
Well, where are these? I mean, we know where is the tiny one. I mean, the what's it called? Titty? What's the name of that?
Tin Man.
Tin Man.
Titty?
Oh, by
It's
the way,
Creekside.
I was recording everything.
Were you?
Yeah, I'm recording everything too.
Great, because we're about to
gonna-
record this seller
before
call
you
as
call
well.
him.
All right.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah, let's do a little bit of due diligence first.
look him up, and then also I'm gonna try to find if I can get Fixer on here. Nope. Okay. I wanted to do like an AI note taker app.
Dude, we might stay in North Carolina. I mean, South Carolina.
Yeah, this is. If we're staying in South Carolina, we might as well. Well, no, we won't connect to Charleston anyway. What?
You know Luca.
Yeah.
So he was looking at buying a wedding venue up here. He was looking at moving out of Florida to come run it and everything. He hasn't heard back from the person in a little bit. Like they're still trying to negotiate with them. So every time I hear wedding venue, I'm like, I know a lot of people who will even move here to run one.
So Javier Paredes.
Yes.
Remember meeting him? He and I were just talking about this, and he happened to call me he FaceTimed me as we were at the wedding venue, which we still haven't even gotten to.
Yeah, that's.
All right. So wait, this is
This is not This is
a completely different one.
This is like
This is the wedding venue.
that's another one.
Bro, man, you guys like dug up gold all
Bro,
over.
That the agent.
I
I mean,
will move to
seriously.
Bryson City tomorrow. Well, no, I don't want my kids going to school at Swain County High School.
No, it's rough. No, I wouldn't move there. I would just like live here. We'll operate from there. You guys should move here too.
1920s farm.
Come flip.
Like if you know around Charlotte,
Yeah.
please let me know.
Okay.
I want to move there.
You want to move to
Yeah,
Charlotte?
yeah.
All right,
What are we gonna do with our flips?
You should just move to Greenville. We're renovating. I haven't even shown you anything here. I just wanted to show you some stuff.
Trying to look
Speaking
up
of
to
which-
see where this.
Let me see what my calendar has for the houses.
Okay,
the studio's occupied.
it's northwest of town. Oh, it's kind of near Jordan, dude. It's just past our house in Jordan Road, on the creek, off of Fontana Road. As you go out, Chad. At least in the 1920s
It's
farmhouse.
right past it. Okay.
Just Texas.
Buffet tour property search.
How do I get?
What's going on with this?
Right.
What? Let me see. My dog this house.
Maybe that's what was going on with mine. Something's going on with your deal sauce, maybe.
Oh, why?
I don't know.
Let's see.
7,800 reviews on this property.
Oh wait. Okay, the new one.
This is the 1920s farmhouse on the Bryson City. On this page, I click check availability. 7,000 reviews on a 1920s farmhouse. 2-bedroom. Oh my gosh. Oh, 3-bedroom. 1 queen, 2 queens.
Wait. Okay. What? And this is on Airbnb.
So go back. No. Go back to this. Go up.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I selected it from that right there. Check availability. Go down.
Wow.
Oh, that 400, but for the host. Well, that makes sense if they have 10 properties on here, yeah.
Yeah.
Right there.
Wow.
Can we keep her as our super host for a little bit?
I know it would really.
Oh, that's not even, no, go back up. My husband Tyler, that's not his name, so, interesting. Okay, anything else I want to know before, I just want to establish some rapport. That's my only goal, establish some rapport. I'm going to tell him he looks like Jeff Foxworthy, and we're going to be best friends here in about all of 3 minutes.
All right, sounds good. I have my note taker in a meeting here, listening to take notes. We have recordings. We're just trying to map this whole journey because this is a lot to take in.
I'm still shocked.
I haven't even walked you through our textile mill yet.
All right.
Good afternoon, Smoky Mountain Cabin Builders.
Hi, is this Kevin?
It is.
Kevin, hi, this is Trevor Hicks. How are you doing?
Hey, doing well, thank you.
I don't know if Erica told you I might be giving you a phone call, but she just called me and passed on your information, so I wanted to reach out and connect with you. She said this might be a good time.
Yeah, sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I know if she refers me to you, you must be a good person because we just spent the last 36 hours with her, and I was thrilled. She is one of a kind agent, that's for sure.
Yeah, no, she definitely is. So.
Well, that's awesome. Now, the relationship there, she said you used to be her boss. Is that right?
Well, myself and one of my family members, Ray Rue, we're business partners.
Okay.
We're first cousins. And he has the real estate license, kind of runs our real estate division, and I've got the GC license.
Oh, great.
I kind of handle our construction division. And so she was an agent under him.
Oh.
For a few years.
Gotcha. Very cool. Now,
we're right there in town, right across from the train tracks, right in the center of town.
Perfect.
Used to be the old Dollar General building.
Oh yeah.
But we've kind of remodeled the whole thing.
So I am very, very familiar. I have grown up in Bryson City since I was a kid. My grandparents used to own a place in Hideaway Campground, and I've camped in Deep Creek more times than I remember, and I'm bringing my kids there now. So
Very cool.
our goal has.
Now,
Go ahead.
Let's see. Hideaway Camp, was that up Conley's Creek?
It was up off of the Tuckasegee. Oh, I can't. It's been so long. They haven't owned it in a while. Honestly, they kind of got forced out. But no, it's okay. I mean, they use it as a vacation home. We would come up 2 or 3 times a year. It was great, but obviously, so my grandparents also had 7 kids. So as the family expanded, grandkids, I mean, my grandma and grandpa had I think we're up to 30 grandkids now. So they have an ever growing list. So the little 2-bedroom wasn't enough to fit us all anyway, but I have very fond memories of rocking on that front porch and some beautiful views, and obviously many great memories at Bryson City, and that's our goal now, is to try and find something else. That was our goal with meeting Erica this weekend and trying to start to tour some of these cabins. But my wife and I are actually also a wedding photographer and videographer, and my sister is an event planner. So we have had this ultimate goal of a wedding venue. We've spent the last 6 years around wedding venues, so we actually happened on one of the last houses we saw today off of Husky Road. Apparently is a wedding venue for the past year. So we are going all over all these grand plans, and we took her by the property on Jordan Road that we're about to purchase with another partner, and we were looking at putting a 3rd unit on it. Well, that's ultimately, I think, how we got connected, and then she just called me and said, "You won't believe what Kevin mentioned to me," but yeah. So I just wanted to reach out to you and at least get an idea of kind of what we were looking at. Obviously, she just told me the wedding venue website, and I just went to it. It looks gorgeous, but
Yeah, so I just put that in. Let me give you a quick little brief history.
Sure.
So I moved here back in 1994. When I first moved up here, I purchased, there was a pharmacy for sale with a little restaurant right in town. Actually in the same building that our office is in now. It kind of came full circle. But anyway, it was Shop and Save Pharmacy, and I purchased that, back in 94.
okay.
and had that until 1999, and I sold to Rite Aid at the time, and decided to purchase this property. The original property was 23 acres, and it used to be an old campground. It's on Lance Creek, just up the road to nowhere.
Okay.
So I'm sure and you said you were from here, so you're familiar with the area.
Yeah. Our property we're purchasing is off of Jordan Road, and my sister actually got proposed to off of the road to nowhere, and my wife and I photographed it when she got proposed to here 2 years ago. Will be this July 4th. Yeah.
Oh, very neat. That's neat. So yeah, I get long story short, I ended up back in '99 when I sold the pharmacy business to Rite Aid. I had purchased a 23-acre property, old campground, remodeled the houses that were on there, and just started renting them out. Created a website on Photoshop or something back in 1999 or 2000, right at the infancy of the internet.
Yeah.
It just kind of grew from there, all organically mostly. I do a little bit of advertising, but with the Chamber of Commerce and stuff. And then just over the years, I've added cabins as I had the opportunity to. Eventually went and got my general contractor license and became a builder. I now also have my North Carolina manufactured home license, so I can sell single wides, double wides, modular homes, and then I've also recently obtained my North Carolina. You have to have a motor vehicle dealer license in order to sell tiny homes.
Oh wow.
So I took the classes and everything I had to do for that and got my license for that. So I basically have all 3 licenses to be able to build or develop any type of property. So I've
That's
used
amazing.
a lot of that. So I've used a lot of that in my personal life, and I've added that property where I started with the 3 old homes that were on it. One was an old 1930 farmhouse right on the creek, and the other was a little A-frame and then just a little cottage all directly on the creek. And since that time, like I mentioned, I've added 11 more properties, a handful of tiny homes, a lot of them that are kind of technically classified as what they call a park model RV, and then some of them are tiny homes. And I built a couple of log cabins. And anyway, about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, and my daughter handles all the reservations for me. I'm kind of on the day-to-day operations of it now, but my daughter handles all that for me. And about 2 years ago, she said, "I wouldn't believe how many people are getting proposed down there at the cabins." And she says, and then they're asking me, "Hey, can we come back and maybe rent a few cabins and just have a wedding by the creek somewhere?" And so we've always given people free reign just to go ahead and do that in years past. But she said, I'm starting to get a lot of calls for it. She said, "I think we could do something with a wedding venue." So anyway, I kind of went all in and built a big 30 by 40 Quonset hut building that we finished out really nice on the inside and outside. Put a huge outdoor pavilion, 30 by 30, right along the creek for people to get married out there. Put in a covered bridge that leads over to the bridal suite, which is one of the bedrooms inside the old 1930 farmhouse that's on the creek. And anyway, it's just a really unique property. So anyway, about a year ago, about 6 months ago, I was talking to my cousin and just mentioned to him that I was starting to consider, listing that property for sale. I've had it since, like I said, 1999 there, and got pretty much my life's sweat equity into it. So anyway, I kind of shared all that with Erica, and she said, "You never know." So I guess that's kind of how we're in touch. But then also she mentioned, and just to let you know the connection, she mentioned, I think you looked at a property on Tin Man Road.
I did. We loved that.
Yeah, so that's my daughter's property.
Did you build that?
I built that for my daughter.
Yeah.
Her husband and my granddaughters, and they lived in it for a few years before my son-in-law took a job over in Tennessee, in Gibson, Tennessee. So they moved to Chattanooga. Here a few years back, and so we decided just to put it on the website and turn it into an Airbnb. And so it kind of acts as overflow when with the main property that I have.
Gotcha.
It's a total, all the land combined together, there's like 60 something acres, but just where my cabins are down on the creek, the 14 cabins, it's about 30 something acres. And, but it's all continuous land. It joins up with the land where you saw in Tin Man.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So
because Tin Man's on its own 5 acres, I think, correct? And
it is.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know exactly how many acres, but that sounds like it might be about right. There's like a big field across from it.
Yep, a little pond and an older, it looks like an older barn, but yeah, that one was one of our favorites, to be honest. And I saw some signs there. So my daughter's name is Lillian. So I saw your granddaughter's rooms downstairs, and I actually sent a picture to my daughter, and I was like, Lillian, this is already your house. You already have a spot here. So it was too cute.
Yeah. So
well, this is obviously very, very helpful.
I don't know what price range you're looking into the market to buy, or if you're looking to buy something raw and then just kind of build something on your own. I understand that too, but this would already obviously be already up and running for you. So.
Yeah, it's already up and running, which the development side obviously intrigues me. We actually, I don't know if Erica mentioned this, but we met another developer there in Bryson City, happened to overhear us talking at Bryson City Brewing last night. We took Erica to dinner, and we ended up talking with him, and he said, oh, I'll sell you some land at the top of the ridge, which was great, whatever. I am not opposed to that in the future, but I would love something that's already built up there, is established. Something like this is honestly, I think, a godsend. And I think that's exactly how we found you and how this all these pieces got connected this week. But this is obviously very intriguing. Not just we were looking for cabins. We went up there to look for cabins and rental homes, things that we could add to a portfolio of Airbnb. But ultimately, my goal, what we call our Mount Everest, is to own a wedding venue. My wife literally just told me that 2 weeks ago and said, you've been coming up with your Mount Everest. I came up with mine, and I would like to, in the next couple of years, be able to find our wedding venue. We've always said, I'm only 36, she's 34. And we're like, well, in the future. And that's all I've ever heard. It's like, well, why not now? So yeah, we're very interested in this, and just would love to kind of hear a little bit more. I know it just got pitched to us. I know you gave me some backstory, some background, and if there's anywhere else I can go to find more information, she gave me BrysonCityWeddings.com, and I think I see pretty much the majority of the venue, it looks like, is on there, and then it looks...
Yeah, there's some good, there's a really good, and I'm so busy, and I kind of...
Yeah, I understand.
I started out doing, and I'm saying that in a sense that I haven't been able to market the property right. I just have not had time to. I've thrown it out there on a few sites, but the challenge is trying to get everything run properly.
Of course.
And that's been the hiccup for me to some degree. It's just because I'm fortunate. Right now I'm under contract to build $6 million+ log homes this year for customers.
Congratulations.
So that's kind of where my focus is. But my daughter, she's for the last 5 years or so, she's been handling all the reservations of our Airbnbs and stuff. I used to do all that part of it myself as well at one time. Had my own standalone website, whatnot. But anyway, we kind of jumped on the Airbnb.
Okay.
Verbo
Yeah,
model.
I think I saw one of your listings on here. It sounds, she's got like 7,000 reviews, so clearly you guys have done okay with this. And is she gonna be okay letting her baby go if we? Okay.
I brought it up before to her and said, what do you think? And she said, anyway, she part of her heart, she saw maybe that being passed on to one of her daughters. I've got 5 granddaughters that her and her husband have blessed us with, and they love coming up here when there's weddings going on and kind of running it and stuff. But my wife and I are looking for a little bit of a different direction to go into when I hopefully semi-retire here in a few more years. And one of them is going down to Florida. So when I mentioned that to her, that we have a house in Florida, she all of a sudden thought, well, maybe we could part with the cabins.
Yeah. I don't know if she told you where I'm from, but I'm we're headed back to Florida today. I live in Orlando, and my partner lives in Palm Coast. So if you need us to find you something in Florida for permanent, that's something we can assist with. And I mean, I would love nothing more. Clearly, you've poured, like you said, poured your sweat equity into it. You've got your family memories there. Your daughter's obviously partially attached to it. I would love to be able to, in some capacity, if she's wanting to still be connected to it, or that's definitely something. If obviously this all